that evening already? Time to kick back and relax then.
Alright, we're
Let's
back.
hang out for a bit.
As Mega Man says, time to kick back and relax. Or, more realistically, time to hunt for some chips. Alright, we found out the hard way yesterday. We can't actually get some of the chips that I want, unfortunately. I got really close to beating Heatman. I got him in 1520. It would be really nice to be able to max out that chip. I can try to fight Heatman again tonight, but what we want to do is, we're going to stick to one folder from now on. I want to try to get as many good chips in the codes I have available to me as possible. So stuff like Fireburn, I already collected yesterday. Iron Shell 2, I already have stuff. So I think C code is fine. I'm wondering, okay, E code should be next, where I'm probably going to do like a Bubble Star Fireburn, probably Gun Soul 2, Dull Thunder, maybe Corn Shot 2 I could go for. Iron Shell 2 I could go for an E code as well. I think I could get an ACDC area. Machine Gun is really good. Elect Sword's obviously going to be good. Reflector 3 is going to be incredible. So like E code looks ridiculously strong. I just really need to make sure I get the higher level Electman chips for that. H code is going to be very much a fire folder. It's going to have Fireburn. It's going to have potentially Longsword, which would kind of be good for Slash Cross. Burn Square, if I want to get more of those, is a possibility. Blizzard Ball would be really good because it works with potentially works with Time Bomb, which I can, or like Rock Cube or something, so I can actually do. I think it would hit twice against Gregar, so that would actually do a lot of damage to him. And then obviously the Heatman Navi chips are really good. If I could get Grass Seed down somehow, that would be great. K code also is actually kind of looking really good. There's a lot of multi-hitting chips here between Energy Bomb, Aqua Needle. I put some other K code chips in the other folder. I think I have, yeah, Train Arrow 1 comes in K code. I have the Aqua Needle, Iron Shell 1, and these are all chips that will be able to hit Gregar multiple times, which is really good. So I think that K code is going to be kind of strong as well. After that is the last one is S code, which we will have access to. M Cannon is just a really strong chip. Spreader 3 if I want to go into like Slash Cross and use its charge attack, I guess. Tank Cannon 2 is pretty strong. I really kind of want to get more Fireburn 2s if I can as well. Risky Honey, I already have enough of. Grass Seed would be really good for Fireburn 2. I think Fire Hit 3, no. Fire Hit 2 I think also came in. Yeah, Fire Hit 2 comes in the S code, which is nice. Bamboo Sword, Life Sword components obviously come into S code, the Slash Man chip. So I feel like all of the codes that I'm allowed to use, I feel like are actually pretty strong here. So we're going to collect the chips tonight, and then we're going to do the 6 fights against Gregar on... Yeah, we're gonna do the 6 fights against Gregar on Sunday night. I was hoping that was going to counter hit him, but I guess not. Gonna murder him. That's how we could beat him in under 10 seconds, potentially. That was under 15, so I've already upgraded the SP chip a little bit at least, which is nice. Yeah, I got him up to 240 now. I think it's 250 or 260 at its max. Okay, so what we'll do now is try to fight some of the other Navis that I can fight. We'll try to take on Electman next, I guess. I don't know if I got the Electman EX chip yet. I don't think I have. so let's take on Electman here. I don't know if it's gonna be EX or... Okay, it's EX first. Oh no, I took a hit, unfortunately. This corn shot's gonna actually probably delete him itself. Almost. Did just enough damage for the one Aqua Needle to get the delete. That is the EX chip. Awesome. And I think I get to fight the SP version now? Okay, I do get to fight the EX version now. Awesome. Oh, if that didn't hit me there, I would have gotten double damage on it. This. Aw. Oh, that's disgusting. I hate him so much. Oh, he's slaughtering me. Hey, Reploid Zero. Oh, I'm glad that YouTube decided to recommend me. Yeah, definitely still a community around it, especially after the Legacy Collection came out a few years back. The Legacy Collection has definitely been making the games popular again. The funny thing is, I knew I was going to get hit if I stood on that panel, but I stood on it anyways, because I'm an idiot. I need him to stop spawning these. Yeah, this is gonna do nothing, unfortunately. Oh, well, that's what I get for being dumb. That's one of the things I love about the Legacy Collection. You can just play whatever you want, whenever you want. Ever since the Legacy Collection came out, especially the community has really, like, gotten bigger again because of that as well. Which has been really nice. I don't know if I'll be able to get the SP chip with this folder, but we can try. Oh, apparently, I did not know that that chip wouldn't hit. That's annoying. I don't know how much I actually like the Air Raid 1 chip right now. Oh, it's just gonna get hit by a lightning bolt here, too. I walked into that one. I might need a slightly better folder to be able to beat Electman. Oh, I did not see where his lightning bolt was gonna hit. Oh, I didn't know that that also causes flashing. I thought Iron Shell doesn't cause flashing. Oh, he's... I'm dead. Eventually. Please hit him. Nope. I'm dead. Okay, maybe we don't want to take on Electman right now. Maybe we want to go fight literally anyone else. Because this hurts. Let's go fight Slashman instead. That wasn't fun. I didn't like that. That hurt. Or I should just change my folder up. The folder I have right now, this folder was meant to beat Heatman. So let's make one that's supposed to beat Electman instead. I guess this could work. Reflector is a good... Well, Reflector is pretty good, so I think that should be fine. Double point, Navi plus 20s, attack plus 30, the white capsules. Oh, I don't have space for full cust if I do all this. Hold on. Let's take out a Navi 20 for full cust. Okay. This should be good now. I hope. Let's see if that's good enough to deal with them. Yeah, sometimes I feel like the community's been growing, actually. Like, there's so many people on YouTube, especially, that are still invested in this series. It's been great, honestly. Ooh, that did a lot of damage to him. I should have not moved out of the way. Oh, I shouldn't have moved back. Oh, okay. We're just gonna keep doing dumb things, I guess. No! Oh, this hits, that's gonna be huge. I do really hope that the Legacy Collection... I hope there's a Star Force Legacy Collection. That would be incredible. Alright, that was pretty fast. It was under 35 seconds, which I think is what you need for an S rank in this game. I think I could do it with this folder. It requires just a little bit of luck, I think. If I can read them just a little bit faster, that would be awesome. Oh, I barely didn't dodge that. I lost the, that first corn shot that had the attack plus 30 on it. I ended up losing it. That's so unfortunate. Oh, I think that reflector hit twice. Alright, well, I was just gonna hit everywhere there. Alright, I definitely think it's doable. With this folder, it's just gonna take a little bit of luck. Dang it. I'm also really bad at dodging those lightning bolts. This should do it, however. Oh. So much. I don't need the collect chip right now, but I have it, which is probably the problem. Alright, this is enough to beat him. Matt's mathin', this is enough, but this ranking, Electman is so annoying. The timing on like counter hitting him is so awkward. Yeah, Electman is probably the most annoying Navi in the game. He is really tough to counter hit, honestly. Especially because the first thing that he does is random. Like, he would already be tough if he didn't just do something completely random on the first turn. But whether he attacks or moves... Oh, okay, now I get a counter hit, I guess. Dude. And the counter hit is meaningless. Dude, really? This actually lets me. Nice. That worked out well. See, it's definitely possible for me to get big damage off on him. I can definitely get big damage. I just don't know if I could like beat him fast enough to get a rank in under 10 seconds. Dude, seriously? I love that I threw out the Aqua Needle, which had white capsule on it, and it just didn't do enough. Let's do this. Honestly, I wonder how much damage that does. It's 120 per hit, right? Those things can spawn in... Okay. To where you're moving, apparently. Oh, okay. This is bad. That double point did nothing for me. That was so unfortunate. Not even gonna do enough to believe him. He's left at 40. Yeah. Okay. At least we're safe. At least we didn't die again. Man, I just want the SP chip. I don't even care if it's max damage or not. I just want access to the SP chip. Uh-oh. Damn it. I think you're allowed to take one hit, though. Well, I should have done that sooner. I don't know why I hesitated so long. So I just missed out on a little bit of damage. Nice. This could definitely do a lot of damage. I hate him so much. Okay. Almost deletes him. That'll do it. But again, I don't know if that's going to get me the SP chip. Now it was an 8 rank. Took too many hits. Man. Alright, we need to change. I don't need collect. Or oil body. I don't know why I have bugged oil body in here right now. I don't have a... I barely have any programs, actually. Alright, fine, whatever. I thought I had Buster Pack, but I guess I don't have Buster Pack. That's right, I believe in myself. I know I can do it. Oh, that was a triple hit. That was a very interesting one. I was about to move up. Dude, I hate that so much. surprised I was able to dodge the Elect Sword like that. I was hoping he would move up to that grass panel, but of course he wouldn't. Why would he? Hold on. Yep. Yep. The randomness of fighting in Leckman really is annoying. Yeah, I'm doing, basically I'm only allowing myself to use the codes that are on the side here, for basically one code for each of the crosses. So I'm allowed C code for Charge Man, E code for Elect Man, H for Heat Man, K for definitely not Erase Man, and... Oh, I got a counter hit. Can I do anything with it, though? I'm gonna be real, if I managed to hit this, that would be incredible. That was a lot of damage. There we go. It's not under 10, but you know what? Under 15 like that? That Iron Shell counter hit was huge. Okay, there we go. That is what it was all about. That was beautiful. 195 damage isn't bad. That'll do a lot of damage to Gregar. I think that's good enough for now. Slash Man was the next one. I don't know if this folder is going to be able to get Slash Man, but I mean I do have... If he gets stuck in his... If I paralyze Slash Man while he's in his back column, then I do 2 hits with Iron Shell, which is good. So we'll see if we can do that. But yeah, basically what I'm doing tonight, I'm going to try and fill out my chip folder a bit, as much as I can tonight. Like that. I'm going to try to fill up my chip folder as much as I can, and then I am going to take on Gregar probably on Friday. Friday is going to be when I take on Gregar. That was a lot of damage. It's not going to be under 10 seconds, but this is really good. There we go. That was quick. I mean, 1698. Close. Oh, I didn't record that. I should have been recording that. We'll go for sub 15 seconds on everyone if I can, because at least, like... You know, the funny thing is that Risky Honey isn't even good against him anyways. Risky Honey, like, just... doesn't do much against Elect Man. Oh, I couldn't do that. Why did I select that? Quickly use the Iron Shell on him for 400 damage if it had hit. There we go. That works too. At least, like, you see, Slash Man is so easy to counter hit. But Elect Man, it's like borderline impossible to counter hit him. Also, Elect Man just doesn't have like a set time where he uses attacks, so it's really hard to counter him as well. Slash Man, it's really easy to counter. Except for now, I'm failing to counter him, so I am full of shit. I trapped myself. This is gonna counter hit me? Yeah, see? Like, it's actually not bad at all. Why did I move back for that? That was stupid. I was afraid of getting hit by him, I think, and I just moved back, which cuts back on my damage by quite a bit. Oh! Nice. And it's hilarious how easy it is to get multi-hit bubbles on Slash Man. Yeah, Tengu is pretty easy to counter hit too, honestly. Most of the Navis aren't like difficult to counter hit in this game, but it's just specifically Elect Man, for whatever reason, is just the most obnoxious Navi to try to get counter hits on. I mean, this is gonna do a decent amount of damage. 660, I think. It's not bad. I used the fire burn, but it got cancelled. He's gonna try to attack me here. I'm gonna do that. Oh, I love those multi-bubbles, dude. He just walks into them all the time. It's great. And that was decent. I'll get a little bit more damage if I can on it, though. Okay. This is not a bad start, I guess. Aqua Needle kind of feels like it doesn't do much of anything now. Oh. I didn't get the counter hit there. Oh, no. Alright, we got that counter hit, ironically. So this is going to do a lot of damage, but I don't think that's enough strength. Good? How much was that? Oh, 1591. That was actually really close. The closest I've been so far. That is unexpected. Let's see. I got Charge Man. Unfortunate that I didn't get the counter hit there, otherwise this would have been decent damage. Did we get the full cost? Oh, this is perfect. So this is gonna counter hit him. This also counter hits him. Unless he does his, this attack. Now he does his slash, I think? Yeah. Yeah, guard... Dude, not guard, it's for reflector in this game, but whatever. The reflector chip is gonna be so good for counter-hitting opponents. Or for counter-hitting Gregar specifically. I think guard comes in C code, E code. I don't know about S code. No, if that was a counter hit, that would have been huge. No! Hold on. Let's do this. Reflective 3 is so good, I love it. One of the best chips ever designed. Like, look at that. Counter hits so many enemies too. Where are my white capsules when I need them? What the heck, man? Hey, Spice. Hey, Otaku guy. How's it going, guys? Oh no! No, I'm taking hits. This is fine. They just took guard, which was a kind of mid chip, even though they buffed it in Valor 5, and just made it one of the best chips ever. Like, I love it. It's defense, but it's also... It's basically like you're defending yourself, but at the same time, for half the enemies in a game, you counter hit them, and I love it for that. Like, here's... Watch what we're about to do to him. this isn't even the biggest combo I could have done. Uh-oh. Like, this one's not going to be under 10 seconds, but it's going to be pretty strong. I think now he does his slash again. Yes, he does. Counter hit. I put a white capsule on that. Oh, it almost deletes him. Now he goes Naruto mode on me. Risky Honey is the greatest chip of all time, hands down by far. I love Risky Honey, it's so good. That is probably one of my favorite chips in this game. I don't even care if it's 1, 2, or 3. Even Risky Honey 1 is ridiculous. And comes in one of my favorite codes in the game. Alright, if I can manage... If I can manage a counter hit... This would be how much damage? 160 per hit, which is 320 per hit. If I'm in full synchro... Alright, we need to be... Hyper-focus time. Oh! I did pause buffer for it, but damn, dude, that was disgusting. Oh, that was disgusting. Yeah, but they needed a wood element Navi. They couldn't not bring back a wood element Navi. Yeah, that was obliteration. That is what we love to see. Aw. I never had to pause buffer it in the first place, apparently. We're just gonna... Oh, he didn't get the move out of the way. Charge band still hits here. He was in the middle of moving. I'm getting really good at the slash fan fight all of a sudden. I think it maybe is possible to get it in under 10 seconds, but I would have to get extremely lucky to do it. But still, for the fact that I'm like limiting my chip options, that was pretty good. Let's try this. Oh, if that was a counter hit, that would have been so good. Alright, this is the one. No! No! My counter hit! He's turning into Naruto. Oh no! There's the counter hit. I got better things I could do here. Okay, I lied. I don't have better things I could do here. That does 400 damage to him though. I'm scary. That's great. Okay. That 12-second kill was extremely satisfying. I loved every second of that. I've been recording for the past 11 minutes. I don't have to record this anymore, I feel like. Ooh. Alright, I'm pretty sure Fire Burn here can counter hit him. It can, I'm just an idiot. Oh no. Not great, not great. Oh, better. Get that shield up. Nice. Nice. No! I did not react to that at all. This does a lot. Does this delete him? No. Okay. That would have. Oh no, don't get me killed. Please don't hurt me. I didn't mean to. Alright, we'll throw this out, and if it works, great. And if it doesn't, too bad. Nope. We're good. Reflect is so good in this fight. Spice, I'm gonna be honest, I do not know what that is. Interesting. Okay, hold on. If I counter hit him here, then this can do a lot of damage. What am I doing? Why am I using Charge Band for my back column? I should know better than that. Oh. You guys want to see me do it again? I'll do it again. Oh no! He moved for the splash attack. I thought he was gonna go for the spinning attack. I thought he was gonna Wolverine on me, man. Oh hey, look. Chips that actually do something. Dude. Alright, at least I'm beating him. You know what? I don't need to fight him anymore. Alright, what are some chips that I should try to collect before we take on the Gregar fight? Let's check C code first, where I think all my C code chips are in this folder right now. And this folder is really good as it is right now. This is probably the folder I will be going into to fight against, this is probably what I'm going to use to fight against Gregar, but I'll probably swap out Charge Band for Charge Band SP. In E code, we have Fire Burns, the Bubble Stars, the Double Thunders that we would want. We have one copy of Corn Shot. I think we might want to get another copy of Corn Shot, right? So we could set Grass Panels against Gregar, so that Fire Burn does 300 damage. Right, that's the strategy. Iron Shell, also maybe a good idea to get a couple of. So where do I get those chips? I think that's fine for for E code, right? So let's get Iron Shell 2 and Iron Shell 2 and Horn Shot 2. I actually did fight Base. I fought Base to get the back key in Undernet 0, and I did that as soon as it was available, pretty much, which was an experience for sure. I caved and gave into peer pressure and decided to take him on. Hornshot 2E is from the Megacorn virus. Megacorn viruses are found in the Pavilion comp, or Principal's office is actually most common. Okay, so we're gonna go to the Principal's office now to get that chip. Let's do that. Now the thing is, I'm not doing any post-game for this run. The run is only until I beat Gregar, but I'm fighting Gregar 5 times. I'm going to be fighting him 5 times because I wanted to have a folder with each chip code. So I'm going to do a C code fight against Gregar, an E code fight, an H code fight, a K code fight, and an S code fight. And then at some point in the future, I don't know when exactly, but eventually I will be doing the same type of run in Falzer, which is going to limit me to 4 codes only, because Falzer has A for Aquaman, it's A for Aquaman, G for Ground Man, T for Tengu Man and Tomahawk Man, and what the last one is. I've never been here. we're just gonna massacre this dude. I don't know what rank I need to get. Does it say? I need to get a 5 to 7 rank against that enemy. Okay. Thank you. D for Dustman. That's the other one. Thank you. That's what I was forgetting. Should I just take damage on purpose then in order to fight one of these guys? There, I took damage on purpose. Let's see if that gives me somewhere between a 5 and a 7. It gave me a 6. Oh, Flash Bomb 2. Well, okay then. Dude, there are so many chips in K code that cause paralysis. It's kind of nuts. Oh, he blinds you. I don't like that. Please tell me that was also... Oh, that was a 4. Gives me another Flash Bomb. Okay. Oh, I got an HP memory there. That's nice. I have 520 health now. Is this like the only viruses that spawn in this area or something? Oh, I did not want to get a double delete. Double delete doesn't help me there. Flash Bomb 2G would be nice if this was Falter, but it's not Falter. Oh god, a double delete and a counter. That's... Yeah, I already have Corn Shot, C code. Thanks, though, game. Did I have 3 Corn Shots? Oh, I only had 2 of them in C code, so actually that's not bad to have gotten. I need to start taking hits on purpose just to... Just to lower my rank a bit. Okay, well, we got the Flash Bomb 2Ks that we need, but... Not that we need, I don't think I needed it, but it's still nice to have. Oh, wonderful. Black Mare viruses will show up here, and that's what we needed. Nice. Watch me get to summon Black Chip now. Oh, okay. Alright. My game is just simply refusing to give me Megacorn for some reason. I didn't want to counter hit. Counter hits increase your rank. That's not what we want. How is it that I haven't gotten a single... Well, I got one. I got 1 Corn Shot so far. But I've gotten like 6 copies of that other chip. Look at that. All I get... Why am I only getting Flash Bombs? I'm not going to be able to use a lot of chips. You know what I can use in Falter is Air Spin 2 and Air Spin 3, so that's going to be fun to do. Yeah, and then when I do get the Corn Shot, I get it in the D code. Thanks, game. That's definitely what I wanted. Alright, a 7? Look at that. Seriously? Bro, this game is discriminating against me right now. This is not going to be a 7 rank at all. Oh, I'm getting my ass handed to me right now. That was a 1 rank. Oh god. That could not have been any worse if I tried. Dude, I don't want to deal with this guy anymore. Alright, we're gonna bully this guy real quick. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Good thing we have slash cross. Yeah, that's true. Oh, seriously? And I still don't get my corn shot. Thanks, game. Yeah, one of the things I really love about Bulbastar is that Bulbastar is available in whatever the heck code you feel like getting it in. Which is really nice, honestly. Oh, he's right in front of me? Cool. Excellent. I swear, dude. I just want 2 copies of the corn shot and E-code, and the game is just saying no. I'm supposed to be fighting Mega Corn, rank 5 to 7. Oh, I need to get a 6 rank in order to have the highest chance of getting it. Okay. I gotta go into slash here. I hate this game right now. This is not gonna be a 6 rank at all. Yes, it is possible to get a rank 1. Especially for me, because I'm really bad at the game sometimes. Yeah, that fight, this fight with the nightmare virus is really annoying. Okay, hopefully that's enough to get a 6 rank. No, it's an 8 rank. It's too high. Go figure. Can we not with the nightmare virus? Like, what is going on right now? Why is this game insistent on giving me the nightmare virus? Dude, that was annoying. Oh look, I got another 1 rank. Isn't that fun? I don't know what was going on there. That was weird. Bro, all of this just because I wanted 2 copies of Horn Shot E. So that I would have something additional thrown into my E-code folder. Why am I only getting the nightmares right now? I want the game to explain the thought process here. I took a hit on purpose there to try and get myself down to a 6 rank. I failed. Of course. Bro, this is annoying. Okay. Might be doable now. good enough. Took a couple hits on purpose. I got a 5 rank. Wait. Yes. Okay, good. That's 1 Corn Shot E. Corn Shot 2E. All right, we need 1 more. I could have 4 of them in the folder. I think 3 of them would be enough, though. I think 3 of them would be enough. You know what? Maybe 2. 2 is good. I really don't want to keep dealing with this fight. Black. Wow. I don't even know what are the odds of getting this particular fight. Apparently they're higher than they should be. I think that's too high a rank, right? That's an 8. It's a 7. Okay. I have not gotten a single copy of the Corn Shot chip if I got a 7 rank. Nice, there it is. Okay, the instant I got a 6 rank though, both times. Alright, so that's that chip. What else? Hold on. That's that chip. What else did I want in the E-code? It was Iron Shell 2. So let's see where we get Iron Shell 2. Armadillo. Okay, Immortal Area Green Mystery Datas or Armadillo 2. Armadillo 2 is available in Mr. Weather Comp. It's only a 14% chance though. Alright, maybe I don't care about that too much then. Because I feel like E-code, what we're going to be focusing on is the Dull Thunders. The Fire Burns, the Dull Thunders, the Iron Shell will be okay, but whatever, Machine Gun is going to be really good, Elexor is going to be really good, Reflector is like the key thing. E-code is going to be ridiculously easy, because all I have to do is use Reflector to counter hit Gregar when he attacks me. And then if I have just 1... I don't have a Rock Cube. I don't know where you get Rock Cube in this game. Where do you get Rock Cube in this game? Because that would be a really useful chip to have. Rock Cube is in Green Area 2 Green Mystery Datas. Do we go for Green Area 2 Mystery Datas then? And try to get Rock Cube? I think I should do that. Because if I could get like 2 or 3 Rock Cubes, that would make a Lekman chip on full synchro insanely strong, even if it's not fully powered up. It's at 195 damage right now. So if I hit Gregar and then hit the Rock Cube, that's going to be, what's that, 390 damage 2 times? That'd be pretty good. Alright, so we'll do that. Let's go for a few copies of Rock Cube now. And then, I guess an H code I could go after Burn Square 1, since that comes in the H code. I don't have the green area. Okay, great. Let's go to Green Town then. That was dumb. Let me see what other chips I actually even want in the other codes as well. I think H code, like I said, we have Fire Burns, we could get 3 more Burn Squares, which is 200 damage technically against Gregar. Blizzard Ball is a one of. Rock Cubes would be really good for Blizzard Ball, however, again. Heatman chips obviously are also really good for H code. I need to see if I can get grass seed. I don't know if I could get grass seed into star code. Where is grass seed? Judge tree comp 3. I can get grass seeds. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna try to get grass seed and and rock cubes right now off green mystery datas, because why not? This is the guy I was supposed to talk to forever ago about. No, not you. I don't know how that wasn't a counter hit just now. Hey, risky honey, yes, that's fun. Okay, this is who I needed to talk to for this. Green banner. Okay. Self-chip merchant, I don't care about. Actually, do I care about untraps? Let me grab 2. I already had 2 of them. Alright, that's fine. Let me grab those in case I need them. I don't care about this fight. The only thing we care about right now is getting Rock Cube. Oh, for sure. There's gonna be so many 8-code chips. Train Arrow is definitely, yep, Train Arrow is gonna be available. Aquaman is available, obviously. What else? Train Arrow, Machine Gun comes in A code, Aqua Sword comes in A code, Reflector comes in A code, Aqua Needle comes in A code, and I know this one's available in Falter because it's on a program advance. So Aqua Needle 3 with White Capsule with Aqua Cross active, it's going to be 160 damage per hit that paralyzes. Like, that's going to be huge. I'm going to probably intentionally bully Blastman SP, even though I can't use his chip. I think it would be hilarious to bully him. I don't remember what this guy has. Oh, there's HP memories in here? Oh, this is where you get chip shuffle. That program sucks. I just think it's hilarious that I'm about to beat up the Armadillo with his own chip. Dive Man will be available, correct. Oh boy, it's the bots. You know what's funny? I didn't get a Twitch bot last night, so it's nice, nice to finally get one tonight after not getting one last night, I guess. It made me feel like I was being left out last night when I didn't get one of the bots show up. Yeah, those bots show up all the time. It's great. Ooh, Risky Honey into G code. If I could get that in Falter, that'd be amazing. I need to get... So stupid. I don't need Sneak Run. I just need to fix my Navi customizer. I have Oil Body here because I was grinding for fire chips last night. Totally forgot about that. That'll help with viruses not popping up every 2 seconds. Alright, and then it's green mystery datas in this area that I need in order to get Rock Cube. So we'll do like maybe, I think 2, maybe. I feel like 3 copies of Rock Cube would be kind of overkill. Maybe 2 copies is good enough. For Grass Seed, I'm going to want like 3 or 4 copies, maybe even more, because what I'm going to be doing with H code is using a fire folder. Mega Energy Bomb. Oh, not what we want. Fighting enemies in this area, also not what I want. Too bad I can't use J code. J code always seems like it's pretty good. Yeah, I was hoping that Minotaur was going to move up in time, and it did. That was pretty convenient. Here's the other mystery data. 1380 zennies. I'm not going to say... I'm not mad about that. I'm probably going to try to use chip... not chip, the chip order a little bit throughout the run. Also, where the heck do I get the sneak run program? That'd be a good thing to look at. Where do I get programs? I kind of want... I always forget where Slip Runner is, but more importantly, I kind of want Sneak Run. Slip Runner was Quizmaster in the aquarium. And... is Sneak Run not a program in this game? Oh, Sneak Run, here it is. Undernet 2 Bug Frag Trader. Maybe I should do that. Just so I don't have to fight stuff all the time. Kind of far from the internet right now, though. That was fun. Reflector Y, okay. Rock Cube, let's go! Okay, that's one. Let's try to get one more, hopefully. That was such a good timing on getting it as well. Wait, I did not have to double point here. I forgot that the Bulbasaur was gonna just outright delete those Metars. Hello, Eni. Welcome back. Oh, that's a virus. Okay, so I'm glad I grabbed those on traps now. I had a feeling that this is one of the areas where viruses can appear. Use on trap. For Wide Sword Star? I can't use Wide Sword Star. I only allowed Star Code chips if they are supportive chips. I'm not allowing damage dealing Star Code chips, so no Star Code Wide Sword for me. But that's okay, I got one rock cube. If I could get at least one more, that would be great. And then I need to get grass seeds. Please tell me this one's a rock cube. Nice. Okay, so we got 2 rock cubes to go into the E code folder so that Electman does big damages. I love Slash Cross, man. Slash Cross is so much fun. How the heck did that guy not die? Hey, Blaze. How's it going? Oh yeah, they have the new thing now on Twitch, not Twitch, YouTube. YouTube chat has this new thing now where they try ranking people based on how many messages you send. So the more messages you send, the higher your ranking goes, and I'll be honest, it's kind of pointless, but you know, they're trying to incentivize people to speak in chat, which is nice. Hello, hero. Good morning. Welcome back. You guys aren't missing much right now, to be fair, though. I am literally just collecting chips. I was supposed to have moved up. I don't know why I keep on using the charge band chip from back columns today. Listen. No. Why did I break down this mystery data? 9:24 a.m. is around the time that I wake up as well, honestly. If I'm not working that day. Like, I usually wake up around like 9 to 9:30-ish, usually. If I'm working, that's different. When I have free time, weekends, a lot later. Weekends, sometimes I wake up at like 10 o'clock, 10:30 sometimes. Depending on how late I go to bed the night before. So I have a bed. I'm very much nocturnal. I go to bed really late. I go, not like really late, but generally speaking, I go to bed around like 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning. If I'm not working the next day, usually. Yeah, if you're working night shift, that sounds about right. I'm actually picking up extra hours this week, which is why I didn't start earlier today. Usually Mondays and Wednesdays are the days that I'm either home or I work lesser hours on Mondays and Wednesdays, depending on if I'm needed. But I was needed this week, so I'm working like every single day this week, which I usually don't, which is fine with me because it means, you know, more money. Make sure I pay my rent and all that good stuff. But at the same time, it's like, I'm tired and it's cutting into my streaming schedule. There's my third rock cube. Okay, so that's 3 rock cubes pretty quickly. That is awesome. Now, the other chip I was looking for was Grass Seed. Grass Seed Star was Judge Tree Comp 3. So we gotta go all the way to the back of the Judge Tree. I hate that the Judge Tree has a face on the screen. That always bothers me. It looks so weird. I gotta go all the way to the back of the tree. Judge Tree actually has some pretty good green mystery data rewards. Just in general. High Cannon Star? That's kind of nice. So, I'm a little bit of a mix of both. I like playing games casually for fun, but I also do like playing competitively. I'm a very competitive person, and so a lot of games that have competitive features, I do play competitively. I do like play PvP in Bound Arc 6 a little bit, not a lot, but there's a meetup for fans in New York City once every like month or every other month that I try to go to if I'm not working on the day of the meetup. Unfortunately, that meetup is this Saturday, and I am working this Saturday. I cannot get out of work. So unfortunately, I am missing that tournament this weekend, but that's okay. I lean more towards playing casually though. But most games, like a lot of games, if they have multiplayer features, I do try to play them competitively. I played Super Smash Brothers a lot with friends in college and was very competitive with them. I have played a lot of competitive PC games. I played StarCraft. I have played... What else? I have played StarCraft. I have played League of Legends. I've played Valorant before. Overwatch. Were all games I've played a decent amount competitively. Oh, nice. First grass seed. And by competitively, I mean just like playing on like ranked ladders and stuff. I'm not like super good at most games. I'm like pretty average or like slightly above average in most games that I play. Like the highest ranks I ever hit in Overwatch was like back in season, like early Overwatch. I ended up like 10 SR points, I think, away from hitting Diamond. But then I mostly stayed in like the gold platinum range. League of Legends, I've mostly been in the platinum range. Valorant, I'm very much bronze / iron attack. Oh, I missed. If I'm dealing with people with harsh types people in the chat that don't enjoy my videos and gameplay, I mean, most of the people that do come to watch my streams are pretty chill. I've never had any issues with people in the Balnor community. It seems like our community, I don't know if it's because Balnor community is a bit smaller than most others, but there really doesn't seem to be any drama or anything in the Balnor community. Everyone seems super chill and friendly. So yeah, I'm lucky I've never had to really deal with anyone being toxic in my chats or anything like that. If anyone was being toxic in my chat, then I would just ban them. But that would require people like being disrespectful, not to me necessarily, but to other people viewing the chat. You know, for the most part, I haven't had any bad comments on YouTube either. Also, I just realized Golem Hit 1 comes into K code. Maybe I should stay in this area for that. Golem Hit 1 comes into K code if I can... Oh, and it's also ACDC area, mystery data, so maybe that would be easier than dealing with this annoying virus. I've had a few YouTube comments. I've never had negative YouTube comments, with the exception of one. Most YouTube comments, even if people are like... Sometimes people correct me in YouTube comments, which I am usually very appreciative of. I've had several people like add additional information on things that I maybe didn't remember or wasn't 100% sure of when I made videos, stuff like that. The only negative comment I've ever had on YouTube, I will, you know what, I love that comment so much that I will actually show you guys that comment. Spice, if you're still here and you're listening, we're looking for the comment. You remember the famous comment? Actually, I don't even have to find it on YouTube. I think I saved a screenshot of it at this point. I have to have saved a screenshot of that one. Somewhere. I just don't remember where I saved it. I know I have the comment somewhere. I need to just figure out where it is that I saved it. Is it... No. Huh. You know, I don't remember where it is. No, Balnor community is super chill. It's just that one time, which I'm trying to find right now. I do not remember where I saved it, unfortunately. Oh, maybe I might have saved it on my laptop, not on my PC. So that's probably why I can't find it here. Alright, let me see if I can find it on YouTube. It's one of the only comments that I didn't respond, because if I was going to respond, I was going to be very nasty, and I did not want to be nasty because it was one of my earliest videos. Oh, I know exactly what he said, but I want to show you guys the comment because it is the funniest thing ever. It was like, it was hilarious. Because it was one of those people that was like, they were trying to insult me for my opinions on Double Souls, but at the same time, they themselves had super questionable like opinions on their Double Souls themselves. I need to find out which video it was on, however. I'm pretty sure it wasn't on my team. If I can't find it, I'll just tell you guys what it said, because it was hilarious. Huh, maybe it wasn't on that video? Hold on. Oh, it was on my Team Colonel's video. That's what it was. Alright, it was on my Team Colonel. It's like one of the first comments on my Team Colonel video. Hold on, guys. I'm looking for it. We will find it. It was so funny. Oh, I found it. Here it is. This is it. Okay. Hold on. Hello, guys. Welcome to my screen. Say hello, chat. Okay. So this comment was from... I put their comment on a YouTube video, and I blocked out their name, but whatever. This is publicly visible. Publicly subscribed. Wait, this person has been subscribed to me for 2 years? Whatever. Anyways. Ironic you like Toad Soul. I was saying how good Toad Soul is because Toad Soul can double damage on Aqua Chips, hides and C panels, great charge attack, all that stuff. So this guy goes, ironic you like Toad Soul, the objectively worst double soul in the Valorant games, to the point the concept of good has a restraining order against Toad Soul that states it has to stay at minimum 300 miles away from it or face 6 years of jail time. Yet you say you hate Medisoul, the only good double soul in Team Proto Man. And then in parentheses, yes, Proto Soul is garbage, and nothing anyone says will prove otherwise. Now, there is multiple comments wrong. There's multiple things wrong with this comment. For starters, you cannot say that Toad Soul is the objectively worst double soul, and then he rambles about how bad it is and tries saying that, oh, Toad Soul is so bad that the concept of good has a restraining order against Toad Soul. Like, whatever. You can't say that Toad Soul is the worst one in the series when it literally has the same ability as Aqua Soul, a better charge attack, and a secondary defensive ability. So it, on paper and in practice, is already better than Aqua Soul because Aqua Soul had almost nothing. Then, on top of that, them saying that Medisoul is the only good double soul in Team Proto Man when Magnet Soul, Gyro Soul, Proto Soul, because Proto Soul's really good, and Search Soul are all in Team Proto Man. Medi's not even in the top half. Even if Medi was good, it still wouldn't be in the top half. I don't even think Number Soul is worse. Number Soul is definitely better than Medisoul. Number Soul serves a purpose. Like, having 10 chips in your custom window can actually be really good. Having 2 random capsules where one of the capsules might do absolutely nothing is not good. Number Soul like serves its purpose. Its purpose is to give you 10 chips in your custom window, and that is an inherently good thing. The more chips you have in your custom window, the better off you are. But Medisoul is pure utility, but the utility of it is completely random on whether or not it's going to be helpful. You can get a pink capsule, which heals you when you're at full HP. You can get a purple capsule, which only works in PvP, but you could get them in casual play. Like, Medisoul is just terrible. Absolutely terrible. And so I didn't respond to that comment. Because if I had personally responded to that comment, I was going to be nasty to this person in my response. And this was when I first started making YouTube videos, so I didn't want to risk being nasty, because I didn't want people to be like, this guy's really mean or rude or whatever. I don't want to like support him anymore, which I would have been fine. You know, I would understand if people felt that way. Fire Sword O, is that what I want? But yeah, it's just that comment was just like, it's one thing to have different opinions than other people, which is fine. And he did. Apparently he's been subscribed to me for 2 years also, which is kind of funny. Listen, I don't care. You want to sub to me? That's fine. He's one of the people that helped me get to 1,000 subscribers, and once I got to 1,000 subscribers, I was able to monetize my YouTube channel. So thanks for giving me money, bro. But yeah, it's just it's so funny to me, that comment, because there's one thing, like, you can be subjective in your like opinions of like double souls and stuff, because you know, some people prefer damage, some people prefer utility, some people like Medisoul because they really like white capsules and they feel that, you know, Medisoul, even though it's random, that white capsules are still strong enough to be useful even if you only get 1 or 2 of them. And you know what, if that's how you feel, great, more power to you. But the fact that this guy is trying to say that Toad Soul is the worst one, when it literally is just Aqua Soul, but with more abilities, like, come on now. Objectively speaking, you cannot say that Toad Soul is the worst one in the series, when Aqua Soul is just, in almost every way, intentionally weaker. And I love that one of the responses to that person was like, you gotta chill with the tone. Right, like, it literally, if he had been like, you know what, I'm not that big of a Toad Soul fan, I'd be like, okay. You know, I haven't used Toad Soul that much playing the game throughout my life. Full limit Y is not what I want. Unfortunately, I got that. Yeah, it's the fact that he just resorted to, like, trash-talking it. At least it wasn't trash-talking me, you know? That is the one... That's the one... Oh, well, he's kind of trash-talking my opinions, so in that way he was kind of indirectly trash-talking me, but, you know, that's fine. I don't really care about that so much. But that was the only comment I think I've ever gotten on YouTube where I'm just like, I cannot respond to this. Because if I respond to it, I am gonna get demonetized. Like, I'm gonna get, like, banned from YouTube for the things I say. There's been other moments where people say things that are, like, incorrect or inaccurate or whatever, and I, like, gently correct people. One of my viewers on my video that I posted last week, I made that elect transformation video on Friday. And in that video, I was talking about how if you make a Toadman folder in Balnark 5, or sorry, in Balnark 2 rather. Yeah, like, growing up, I didn't care for Thunder Soul. I didn't know how to make a good enough folder. Growing up, I didn't like Thunder Soul at all. Then I did my Thunder Soul run in Balnark 4, where it was like Thunder Soul only, and I fell in love with it. Like, I fell in love with it. I was like, this thing is amazing. I literally questioned my own opinions from when I was younger. This Thunder Soul's incredible. And it's funny, like, in that elect transformations video. Oh yeah, Binder's incredible for Thunder Soul. I love it. That's the only reason I would ever run the Binder chip. I think Binder is a terrible chip unless you're using Thunder Soul. It is so good with Thunder Soul. But yeah, like in that elect transformations video that I just put up on Friday, I was saying you can run a Thunderman folder in Balnark 2, and you can have 5 copies of the Thunderman 3 chip. Right? Because in Balnark 2, chips weren't limited. There was no such thing as mega chips yet in Balnark 2. And since there was no such thing as mega chips yet in Balnark 2, the way that they limited chip folders was Balnark 1, I think there was like either there wasn't a limit for chips in Balnark 1, or it was either 10 or 15 chips. I don't remember exactly how many. Balnark 2, they limited you to 5 copies of any chip in your folder, and they limited you to 5 mega chips total. So if you want, you can do 5 copies of a single Navi chip. So I could do, in Balnark 2, 5 copies of Toadman V3. And in one of the comments, someone said, well, you can only have 1 copy of it because it's a Navi chip. I'm not gonna insult someone for saying that, right? There's no reason to insult someone for that. So I just was like, hey, actually, I showed in my video. Seriously, dude? Just break down Mr. Data? I was like, you know, in the video, I showed my folder, and it showed that I had 5 copies of Toadman V2 in my folder. The guy's response was, oh my god, like, I was listening to the video in the background and I didn't even see that. I am so sorry. And I was like, there's nothing to apologize for. Like, you're fine. It's all good. We all make mistakes. Because there's a difference between making a genuine mistake and then, like, you know, being like, oops, my bad, like, you know, versus the guy with that Toadsoul comment who was just trying to convince me to like Medisoul, which, I'm sorry, nothing in the world can ever convince me to like Medisoul. Medisoul is terrible. But yeah, going back to that elect transformations video, my favorite one is Magnet Soul. Magnet Soul is my favorite one because I do like doing damage, so the fact that it's able to double your damage on so many really good chips is incredible. I also, Elect Cross is actually my favorite one in the Balnark 6. Like, I really love Elect Cross. I know it's not the best one, but I still like it. It doesn't have to be the best one for me to enjoy it. But Thunder Soul is just so good. As long as you're good at designing folders, Thunder Soul is incredible with how strong it is. I mean, I literally beat Duo in my Thunder Soul only run by making it illegal for Duo to move. Yeah, Chaos Magnet definitely very good as well. Chaos Magnet is definitely very good as well because Dark Thunder is a really good chip. There's a reason why Dark Thunder became a Giga Chip in this game, and why that Giga Chip is considered to be really good and is a very viable PvP strategy. If you use Bug That Thunder and you just like limit people's area, it becomes almost impossible for them to play the game. Wood Soul vs Tomahawk is going to be an interesting one. That's the next video, it's going to be the wood transformations. I haven't written the script for that one or anything yet. That video I'm going to work on when I come back from vacation, which is going to be in August. I am going on vacation in 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks from now I'm going to be on vacation. My last stream before vacation is going to be on Monday the 28th, and then I will be back on Thursday the 7th. I'm working, so Friday the 8th is probably going to be my next stream after that. We'll see. Depends on if I'm home that weekend or not. If I'm home that weekend, I'll stream that Friday. If I'm not home that weekend, I will stream that Thursday after work, even though I'll be exhausted. But, don't worry, you guys still got me for another couple of weeks. And I am streaming this weekend. I'm streaming on Saturday. I don't know what I'm doing on Saturday. I will maybe, just maybe, do like a PvP night on Saturday night. That was fun the last time I did it. I am trying to get Grass Seed in the starter. Oh, it's not that I don't like using Punk with Plantman. You definitely can. I just prefer having as many Plantman chips as possible. Because when I do Plantman folders, I also fill them with 4 copies of Wood Plus 30. And those Wood Plus 30s are kind of sitting there doing nothing if you don't have copies of Plantman in your folder. Or in your custom window. But Punk is a really good chip. I think one of the inputs lets you paralyze opponents, I think. Yeah, Wood versus Tomahawk. Soul versus Tomahawk Cross is going to be really interesting, in my opinion. Oh yeah, dude, Wood plus 30 in a P-code folder is really good because... Oh, nice. Another grass seed. Okay, that's 3 grass seeds. I'll maybe go for 1 or 2 more. I'll do 1 or 2 more. But yeah, Key Code in Balnark 3 has so many good wood chips. It's not even just Like, obviously the most prominent one is Plant Man, but then the fact that there's also... I didn't have to double wing here, but it's fine. Right, you have Plant Man. That's a wood chip in P code. Boomer 3 comes in a P code. And Bamboo Sword comes in a P code. Yeah, Undershirt Grass Panel makes you, like, immune to damage, basically. Sensor 3 also comes in a P code, yes. Throwing in Sensor with Plant Man folders is also really strong, because you can just permanently lock people down. Use Plant Man, it traps people into vines. Put down a Sensor, it paralyzes them. Better yet, what you can do is use Plant Man, trap people into vines, use Step Sword or Step Cross to hit them with, you know, swords. Then use Sensor to paralyze people through invincibility frames. Plasma 3P, also incredible. P code is just, in general, disgusting in Battle Arc 3. I genuinely think that P code is the best one for casual Battle Arc 3. Competitively, I don't know. Although I know that Plant Man is really strong, but casually, P code, best code in the game, by like easily. I would say that the 3 best codes for casual play in Battle Arc 3 are P code, F code, and B code. P because of Plant Man and the plethora of amazing secondary chips you can get in that code. F because of Flash Man and Plasma 3. B code because of Bubble Man and 2x Hero Program Advance. We do love Ice Stage Star. Ice Stage with Elect folders, really good in Battle Arc 3. It's a shame that they didn't... It's a shame that there's no, like, way of setting... There's no great way of setting ice panels in Battle Arc 4. Blizzard chip is fine, but it's not the best chip in the world. But remember, kids, Ice Stage should not have doubled Elect type damage because Ice does not conduct electricity. I know, I want to find that Battle Arc 3 randomizer and do it. I have a randomizer on my PC that I can use, but it only works on Battle Arcs 5 and 6, unfortunately. And I'll do 5 eventually. I did stream a Battle Arc 6 randomizer a while back. I will probably be doing that again at some point. I'm not gonna make videos out of them, but that would just be something I stream for fun. Yeah, Vulcan 2D, and that was the first time I got it here? Okay, interesting. Is there a Battle Chip Challenge randomizer? That's hilarious because nobody plays that game. Or at least I don't play it. Unlike 4 freeze ban, 4 times weak to electric. Yep. He's standing on ice panels and he's an aqua element Navi. He just massacres himself for no reason whatsoever. It's hilarious. It's very anticlimactic. It's kind of funny how Battle Arc 2 and 4 have the same scenario, where you finally end up against the big bad boss Navi of the evil team, right, in Freeze Man and Laser Man, and they're both super easy and disappointing to beat. I never played Battle Chip Challenge. I've only played the mainline Battle Arc games, 1 through 6. Never played Battle Chip Challenge or any of the other spin-offs. I don't even know how archipelagos work, honestly, so I don't think I would do that. I do, however, play the other types of randomizers that I've done. I did a Battle Arc 6 randomizer. Now, Battle Arc randomizers are interesting because all it is it randomizes virus encounters. It randomizes the chip rewards, the rewards for them. So, battle chips get randomized, like where they drop. the chip codes on battle chips get randomized, and the virus encounters get randomized. That's it. It's still the exact same game other than that. It's just that the folders that you make will be completely different than usual, which is fine. Oh, dude, no, I already don't have fun finding Ice Ball M in the vanilla version of the game. I am not about to do that in a randomized version. Oh god, I didn't think of that. Do I really want to do a Balnark 3 randomizer now? I don't know. But yeah. So I've done a Balnark 6 randomizer. I'll probably do a Balnark 5 randomizer in the future, because I have the same program that works for Balnark 5 as well. The only other randomizers I've ever played are... I've done Pokemon randomizers, but I tend to do those for like 5 minutes and then give up on them, because I get bored real quick, unfortunately. The real fun type of randomizer that I've done, I do a lot of Donkey Kong 64 randomizer. Donkey Kong 64 was one of my favorite games growing up, so the fact that there's a randomizer for it is amazing, and I love playing Donkey Kong 64 randomizer. And I've also done the Pokemon map randomizers. I think they were made by Point Crow a while back, so I've done... I have done... Yeah, I've done map randomizers for Pokemon fairly recently, actually, within a few weeks. I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I did a map randomizer for Pokemon Emerald. Donkey Kong 64, oh my god. If you know Donkey Kong 64 randomizer, I just did a seed on Monday. I think I played Donkey Kong 64 randomizer on Monday. And I had every hint except for one. The one hint in the game that I did not have was locked behind grape switches in fungi in forest. It was in the owl tree area in fungi forest. That last hint was my hint for where Key 7 was. I had everything I needed to complete Seed except for Key 7, and I had no way of getting the hint that would tell me where Key 7 was. So after 3 hours, I ended up giving up on that one, because I couldn't find grapes to get my hint. It was so sad. And nothing wrong with asking questions. I'm always willing to answer questions. Dude, Otaku guy, I hope that if I do a Balnark 3 randomizer, I could just buy Ice Ball M. If I do a Balnark 3 randomizer, and I can't buy Ice Ball M somewhere in a shop, I'm quitting. I'm not putting myself through that. Come on, give me my grass stage, I just want one more. I love that that counter hits him. Please be grass seed. We just want one more grass seed. That's it. Just one more. Now what I would really love, because I have a sick obsession with it, I would love if there was a randomizer that worked for Balnark 4. That would make me extremely happy. Because for whatever reason, I am just obsessed with Balnark 4. I think because it was the first Balnark game that I owned. Also, Reploid, since you mentioned it, if you want, I could tell you where the Balnark, New York City Balnark meetup is. Oh yeah, I'm not the kind of person to ignore the chat. Unless I'm actively saying I don't want like spoilers, I don't mind people helping me, especially in Battle.net games. I have people like constantly telling me where to find chips that I need and stuff. Ooh. Okay, yeah, 3-hour commute is a bit much. But if you ever can make it, usually if I'm going to those events, if I go to the New York City meetups, nice, Grassy. If I go to the New York City meetups, I will be advertising it on my YouTube channel to let people know when it is, and that I'll be there. Yeah, some people just like don't. I don't know, some people have very thin skin, honestly. If people don't want like help and advice while they're playing games, then they should put it in their chat rules that they don't want people giving them advice. If there's no rule there, then people are naturally going to want to help you out while you're streaming. Like it's common sense that people would want to help each other. Alright, we got 4 grass seeds. What else? Okay, I think I should go back to, I don't remember if it was Undernet. I want to get Burn Square into H code. Burn Square 1H. Heat Haunted Candle. Undernet 2 Mystery Data and Chip Order. Okay, good, because there's not a very high chance of getting these guys. They're in the Underground, though. What if I do Underground with Oil Body? Increases the odds of getting them by a lot. Oil Body would guarantee it. Okay. We'll do that. And what rank do I need to get on them? Oops, sorry. Oh no. Oh, I hope I didn't just accidentally end the YouTube stream. I accidentally X'd out when I was trying to minimize. Please tell me it's... Am I still live on YouTube? Are we still good? Am I still live? Okay, I'm still live. Whew. That was... Okay. Alright, so apparently if I close out the stream on YouTube, I'm still able to continue streaming. That is great. Good to know. Awesome. Okay. That was silly. I was trying to hit minimize. So I need to get a 9 to S rank on the Burn Square virus, but if I go into the Underground... If I go into the Underground, I can just go with Oil Body to Underground 1. Okay. I don't get a lot of views if I do randomizers, though. I will probably do Battle.net randomizers in the future, though. I've done Donkey Kong 64 randomizers. Some people watch them, but not a lot. So I don't really want to do a lot of Donkey Kong 64 randomizers streamed. Also, I'm not amazing at randomizers. Like, if I do a Donkey Kong 64 randomizer, I have like the maybe 50% success rate on completing them, potentially less even. So it's like, if I do Donkey Kong 64 randomizers, there's no guarantee that I will be able to do well in them. Yeah, unfortunately I have kind of typecasted myself into Battle.net games. I get a lot of attention when I'm playing Battle.net. I get a decent amount of attention sometimes if I'm playing other Mega Man games. But outside of Mega Man, I don't really get a lot of attention, which is sad. Because I love playing Pokemon games, and I have streamed Pokemon and had like barely anyone watching, and it makes me sad. Which is funny, because I also have gotten attention on Pokemon videos. Like, my Johto Nuzlocke video did decently, my Hoenn Nuzlocke video did pretty well, and my Whitney video was my most popular one this year. Like, when am I continuing my X streams? I don't know. part of me wants to continue the X streams because I do want to do Mega Man X7 because for some reason I love that game. But at the same time, I don't want to play X6. Like, I genuinely, I don't want to play X6. X6 scares me. I feel like if you're a fan of Mega Man Battle Network, there's also a high chance that you're a fan of Pokemon games as well. I could be wrong about that, but that's just my opinion. I just want to S rank these guys, so Aura Head B. Oh, I could get Aura Head C. That's a chip I'm allowed to use. Why is there a nightmare candle here? I hate these things. Yeah, but I haven't really played a lot of I haven't played a lot of Capcom games outside of Battle Network. I mostly play like Mega Man games. Battle Network is like the one I play the most. I've also played Battle Network a lot, but I've also played the Mega Man Zero games. Love Mega Man Zero. Those are great games. ZX also, of course, I like, because it's basically the same thing. Mega Man X games I've always been a fan of. Classic Mega Man games, I'm kind of bad at. And I didn't have a lot of opportunities to play them growing up, because I did not have the system that those games come on. Yes, I am a fan of X7. No, I am not a fan of Flame Hyanard and his obnoxious screaming, though. I did not ever go for 100-point S ranks because I am not good enough at those games to do that. I did go for S ranks, but not 100-point S ranks. Yeah, it's really tough. Like, actually, it's really tough to do that. I've gotten 95-point S ranks, which has required me to reset the game like 18 times. This could work, right? It's not a double delete, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Street Fighter. I've played Street Fighter, but when I say I've played Street Fighter, I mean I have played Street Fighter with like some of my college friends that I used to play Super Smash Brothers with. Oh, I went into the wrong. I got charged by mistake. Oh, he hit me! I was trying to avoid my charge attack. Bro, I can barely do the inputs for Variable Sword and Neo Variable. What makes you think I'm gonna be able to remember all the inputs for for Street Fighter? Like, no, too much. Get me out of here. Let me play my babies. I like playing my baby fighting game. Okay, that's a second burn square H. Awesome. I like Super Smash Brothers. That's the only fighting game I'm good at. The rest of them I'm poo-poo at. Wait, I can't hit this guy with burn square. What am I doing? You can't hit this virus with fire attacks. That's stupid. I just like Super Smash Brothers because it's a lot simpler in a lot of ways. And I was always more of a Nintendo fan growing up, so it's not really that big of a surprise that I would end up enjoying the Nintendo games more. That's a 10 rank. I don't know what I can S rank here. I guess the only S rank I could pull off is on the virus with the Aura Head as well. Then again, this might be able to S rank. Not if I do that though. Probably is. Apparently, the only thing that I hate about, not that I hate, but one of the interesting things about Super Smash Brothers is that in Super Smash Brothers, I know Ken, whichever one of them is in the game. I think it's Ken. Ken is you could do the same inputs as in Street Fighter with Ken, and it changes his moves in Super Smash Brothers, which has messed me up so many times because I've accidentally put in those inputs when I didn't want to. I enjoy X0. Axel is kind of poop in X7, unfortunately. The only reason to use Axel in X7 is if you need to use him for like areas where you have to transform. And that's about it. Otherwise, there's zero reason to ever use Axel. Dude, I don't want another Reflector E. As nice as that chip is, I want burn squares and H code. Oh yeah, they are both in it? They are both in it, you're right. You're right. I know Terry's in it because my friend was... Terry and Kazuya, I know, are both in Smash Bros. Because one of my friends was super hyped about the two of them making it into Smash. But apparently the same friend was mad about Sora making it into Smash, which I was thrilled about. X was very whiny in that game. I mean, to be fair, he was whiny in some of the other games as well. Which I don't blame him for, you know. He wants the world to be at peace, so he's sick of, and a lot of the fighting is kind of pointless. Like, you kind of gotta agree with X that a lot of the fighting that goes on in the X series is pointless. You know, it's just that, Sigma's a warmonger, you know? That's all there is to it. Why would someone be mad at Sora getting in? Because this friend is a huge fighting game fan and not a Kingdom Hearts fan. So he doesn't... He feels that Sora making it in took the spot away from another fighting game character. Which is how a lot of people feel about a lot of the picks in Super Smash Bros. Anytime someone's mad at an inclusion to Super Smash Bros. It's because they believe that that inclusion was inferior to the inclusion they wanted. And that inclusion of the character they didn't want took away the spot from the character they did want. Okay, so I actually really enjoy X1, 2, and 3. It's only X6 that... Oh God, I forgot. X6 is the only one that I... You know, wasn't the biggest fan of. I do not know Tevin, no. I do not know that, but if they have a Balnor set, I'm kind of interested in it now. The only card games I know are... I play Pokemon card TCG, I've played Yu-Gi-Oh! Before, like on Duel Links mostly, and a little bit on Master Duel. Pokemon TCG I played quite a bit throughout my life. I played... what are the other ones? Hearthstone I played a lot when it came out. And I played Legends of Runeterra a bit. And that's the furthest extent of my TCG set. I have been playing Brawl a lot recently, actually. Since I'm home alone for the summer, my sister went to Europe. I moved my Wii out into the living room where I have an actual functioning TV for it. So I have actually been playing quite a bit of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Actually, one of my friends, a different friend, who does play Super Smash Bros. Game, had never played Brawl before, or never did Subspace, so I've been playing Subspace Emissary with him. Summon Black 1 is not helpful right now. I haven't played a lot of Sonic games. And by that I mean I haven't really played any Sonic games at all. Not that I'm not a fan of Sonic. I do like Sonic, I think he's a cool character. But I just, you know, I didn't have Sega consoles growing up. I'm mostly a fan of Nintendo things because that's what I had growing up. I had Nintendo 64, I had Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance. I got a Wii. So that's, you know, that's the stuff that I like. That's scary. Sonic does have good music, I will say. As someone who has heard Sonic music in Super Smash Bros., it is pretty good. I love how every time this fight has happened, I have had Doll Thunder 2 ready. Also, that same fan, like, I love my friend that I'm talking about right now. Like, I genuinely love him. He's, for the most part, awesome guy. But the fact that he has, like, he hates Sonic, and his reason for hating Sonic is because Sonic had a rivalry with Nintendo in, like, the 90s when he was in diapers. And so he hates Sonic just because they used to have a rivalry with Nintendo. And I'm just like, dude, that rivalry has been dead for so long. It does not make sense to hate Sonic for that reason. Oh, this thing did not do anything. Look at that. Meanwhile, Nintendo and Sonic, or Nintendo and Sega today are like they make a lot of games together. Why are you sad? Ooh, got him. Dude, no. I mean, like I said, it's not that I'm not a fan of Sonic. I just never had the opportunity to play Sonic games growing up. If I had the opportunity, I actually, as a kid, I did play one of the Sonic games. I don't know which one, but it's because one of my neighbors had it on like his computer, and so I actually did get to play Sonic then, and I enjoyed it. I genuinely did. It's just I legitimately had no way of playing the game. Doesn't it? Probably does. Oh, I don't talk to him about Sonic at all. Like I don't talk to him about that stuff. I just know he feels that way because one of my other friends who's like closer with him does have those conversations with him, and we're just like, that's a silly reason to not like Sonic. Like, unfortunately, that friend that doesn't like Sonic actually moved away from New York City after we graduated from college, so I don't really get to see him much anymore, unless he comes to visit occasionally. I forgot I can't hit these things with fire burn. I hate it. Ooh, hold on. That's not bad. That's 130 damage right there. Aura Head C. I don't know if maybe Aura Head can go through. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check on that. I don't know what Sonic games sell on best, but I think you might be right. It's most likely Nintendo consoles that Sonic sells on the best. Like, every single Sonic game now comes out on Nintendo consoles, which kind of goes to show that they don't have that rivalry anymore. The rivalry's been dead for a while. Dude, I just want one more copy of Burn Square, right? How many do I have right now? I have 2 copies of just one more would be great, honestly. Oh, I didn't know there was a new Sonic game coming out, actually. Oh, I got a triple there. That might be the S rank I needed. No! Oh, the racing game. Yeah, I think I saw that one. I saw that one. It looks super violent, actually. It was actually, like, hilarious how violent that game looks. Please give me a Burn Square. No, game, come on, give me my Burn Squares. hate when that happens, dude. That's so obnoxious. I'm like almost done with grinding for chips too. Like, that's very similar to Mario Kart and Crash Team Racing. I keep forgetting. Okay, elect-type moves can attack. Thank you. There's my burn square. Elect-type attacks can hit that Aura Head virus because they have a Aqua Aura. So Elect does break through that. I have to remember that. Man. But the game just doesn't want to give me what I need. Yeah, I'm gonna stream a little bit longer tonight. I'll be on for like another 10 minutes or so. Ooh, Aqua Needles doing double damage on a fire enemy. Let's go. I got home a little bit earlier than expected today. How am I at 80,000 zennies? I didn't even realize that. That's nuts. That's just from green mystery datas. But anyways, that's what I was saying. I ended up getting home a little bit earlier than expected today. And since I got home earlier, I was able to, whatever I needed to do for my next video, I finished it before I started streaming today. Which means well, basically what I did was, when I got home, I showered, because, of course, I gotta shower when I get home. It's summertime. And then after that, after doing that, I finished recording my script for my Junk Soul video, which is gonna be next Friday's video. So tomorrow, I am not streaming tomorrow night. I think I told you guys that yesterday. Tomorrow night, I'm taking the night off, so that I could stream, or sorry, not stream, so that I could work on my video and get as much of it done as possible. Yeah, that's still my #1 video. The Blue Moon, I don't know what it is about the Blue Moon video, but it's at like 37,000 views right now. That's the one that like really got me the most attention. And it's funny, because I did not make a similar video for BN6 6. Those videos took a lot of time to make, and I wasn't still like fully investing myself into like working on videos back then. I was really being lazy and like not working on videos back then. So unfortunately, I did a very poor job of, you know, keeping my channel, like working on videos after that one, because that Blue Moon video got me so much attention. It would have been so much easier to like build my channel off of that video than like earlier this year, when I ended up finally getting monetized in March. But yeah, back then I was like, I don't need to make videos about crosses because other people have already done it. I've changed my opinion on that. I have actually been working on a script for BN6 Crosses. I'll do a Gregar video, and then I'll do a Falter video, which I'm going to try to work on when I get back from vacation this summer. Please someone just hits the Nitar. Nice. Listen, it's gonna remain a mystery data forever and ever because I don't need it. Do I have 4 copies of... Okay, we're good, actually. We're done. We're done. I have 4 burn squares in H code. Amazing. Incredible. Okay. This C code folder, I think, is gonna be good enough for me to fight against, I will probably fight Gregar with this folder. I'm just gonna get Chargeman SP and replace Chargeman, like regular Chargeman, with it. Other chips I will be using against him. I could probably throw in Aura Head as well for C code, and the Corn Shot as well. V code in BN6 4 is so good. Yeah, it's literally, V code is the best one. At least one of the best ones. H code is also very good for Aqua Soul in BN6 4, because H code also has that Element Ice Blizzard combo. But Geyser coming in V code is incredible. It's just annoying because you can only get it from chip traders though. Alright, E code is going to be... I'll probably throw in the Gun Soul 2. Fireburner 3 is going to be really good. Bubble Star, maybe not as much, but Bell Thunder, very good. Corn Shot is going to be good for the Fireburn. Iron Shell 2, maybe I'll throw in. K9 Taming Folder, exactly. Elect Sword is going to be really good because it paralyzes. Reflector is going to be best chip in the folder because it's going to give me counter hits. Wave Arm causes flashing, so I think it's not going to be the best chip ever. Fire Hit, maybe, but it depends on if I have space or not. And then we're definitely going to do Electman SP and EX, and I did get Rock Cubes specifically for this folder. H code, we just saw what we're going to be doing with H code. I have 5 copies of Fireburn, 4 copies of Burn Square, that's 9 fire chips right there. Then I have access to Blizzard Ball, which again, Rock Cubes are going to be good for that. And then I'm going to have Heatman, Heatman EX, and Heatman SP. And I have Grass Seed to go with all of this, which means I have very good H code folder. That's going to be a lot of double damage attacks. In K code, we are going to make sure that Gregar cannot move. Train Arrow, Corn Shot, Iron Shell. I'm going to throw all these into the folder. I'll probably use Energy Bomb, Flash Bomb, Aqua Needle. I will be putting White Capsule in this folder, 100%. Air Raid probably, and then the Erase Man chips. So I have a lot of chips that cause paralysis in the K code, which is going to be nice for dealing with the puppy. And in the S code, we have, again, Fireburn 2S is probably the next chip I'm going to grind for. I will also probably use Risky Honey against him because I could block his electric breath, his elect attack with it. Machine Gun is going to be really good, of course. Grass Seed maybe for the Fireburn and the fire hits that are in the folder. We'll probably throw in Life Sword as well. Bamboo Sword is an absolute must. Attack plus 30 is in Mega Man Battle Arc 3, correct? Wait, is it? I don't remember. Maybe it isn't. I don't remember right now. Fire Hit 2 is going to be kind of good in S code folder. Slash Man is going to be really good in S code folder. So, like, I think the best folders I have are going to be C and E code, and then HK and S are going to be a little bit weaker, but still should be decent. I think I have pretty good chips for dealing with Gregar. We just need to do a little bit more chip hunting, and then we should be fine. We will hang out for a few more minutes if you guys have any questions or just want to chat in general. But then I will be leaving for the night. I will be off tomorrow night so I can work on my videos. And then we'll be back on Friday night for the very, very rare Friday night stream. So be ready for that, guys. We'll be on Friday night. Friday night will be the finale for this run. So we will finish the chip hunting a little bit, and then we are going to do all 5 Gregar fights in a row. And then Saturday, I'll see if we can do a PvP day on Saturday. We'll either do a Balnaric PvP night on Saturday, or if you guys have access to it, I can always do like a Super Smash Brothers night as well. Smash Bros nights are usually fun. I will see if I can find that, what's it called? I'll see if I can find a soundbite for that. What the dog doing? The dog is going to be dying. That's what it's going to be doing. I'm going to be very much taming that dog for sure. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the bird in a different run, which is going to be fun. Is Attack plus 30 in hold on, I'm pretty sure it is, right? Maybe I like 3 chips. Let's see. Everyone go to Rockman EXE Zone, best website ever that has done nothing but save my butt constantly for the past. Yeah, Attack plus 30 is in Valor 3. It is there. It is just outclassed by the Element plus 30 chips. I have thought about that. Gregar is very similar to Solgaleo. It's kind of funny. Like, they look so similar to each other. Like, look at this thing. Look at it. Can't tell if it's on the stream. Look at it. Tell me that doesn't look exactly like Gregar, but like it's shiny Gregar, like actually. It really is. I don't like Navi plus 40. I don't hate Navi plus 40, but I feel like why have Navi plus 40 when I could just have another Navi chip in my folder instead? There's a lot of I feel like there's a decent number of similarities between Balnaric and Pokemon. I mean, think about it, guys. Why did Capcom start making split versions for the Balnaric games? Why is there Balnaric 3 White and Blue? Why is there Red Sun and Blue Moon for 4? Why is there Team Proto Man and Colonel for 5? And why is there Gregar and Falter for this game? It's because they were copying Pokemon. Pokemon was wildly successful with having 2 versions of each game. Capcom wanted to do the same thing. Hello, Real Rocco Taco. I'm doing alright. I was actually ending the stream soon, but just like catching up, chatting a little bit before I go. They thought it's like Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what they were trying to do. They were just trying to copy Pokemon that had 2 split versions. I don't blame them. I mean, it's not like the Balnor games were hurt that... I mean... The only way that the Balnor games were hurt, in my opinion, from having split versions was that Balnorix 4, 5, and 6, each individual version does not have Navis of every element in them. There's no wood element Navi in Red Sun, or... Actually, Red Sun, Team Proto Man, and Gregar all have no wood enemies in them at all. And then alternatively, I think Red Sun also does not have an Aqua enemy, I think. Blue Moon does have fire. Okay, Blue Moon has fire and elect enemies. Team Colonel does not have a fire Navi to fight. And Falter does not have fire or elect enemies to fight. Oh no, it has fire enemy, yes, Blast Band, but it doesn't have an elect enemy. Rocco Taco, congratulations. Graduating college always feels good, doesn't it? Falter is like Yveltal. True! Yeah, but Napalm Man is only in Team Proto Man, so if you're playing Team Colonel, you don't have a fire enemy in that entire game. Wait, you graduate? How did you graduate college already? You were my student 2 years ago. Oh, okay. Okay, so associate's degree. Okay, nice. Congrats. What's the plan now? Oh, that's not fair. You can't leave New York City to go to a good state. You're supposed to stay in New York City forever. No, but seriously, dude, congratulations. I'm so proud of you. I miss chicken over rice. Yeah, listen. People always ask what's the point of, like, I love it. Every time people are like, oh my god, New York City sucks. Why would anyone want to live in that city? I'm just like, the culture, the diversity. You could get whatever kind of food you want whenever you want. You can go to Broadway plays, multiple parks. There's like so much to do in New York City. I love when people are like, New York City sucks. And I'm like, New York City is one of the best places you can possibly live. Like, the only thing that really is bad about New York City is that it's really expensive and that's it. Like, it is expensive, but other than that, New York City is a great place to live. For the most expensive city to almost as expensive state. I don't know if is Washington State as expensive as New York. I don't think it is. New York City is partially expensive because you have to pay 3 forms of tax. There's city tax, state tax, and federal tax. So that's what sucks about New York City. But again, if you live in New York City, you live in one of the most like culturally diverse places in the world. You are living in like a cultural hub. The cultural hub of the United States by far is New York City. Like every culture from around the world is represented here. It's just that it's expensive. That's like the only thing about New York City, is that it's expensive. Washington State though, that's pretty cool. As someone, I've been to the West Coast one time in my life. It was when I went to Vancouver while I was in college, and that's it. I've never been to the West Coast of the US, so I've never been to California, Oregon, or Washington State, which is so sad because I only hear good things about Washington and Oregon. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for tonight. Like I said, I'll be off tomorrow. I'll be back on Friday, guys, so keep an eye out for that. We are going to be doing the finale of this run on Friday. Saturday we'll do a PvP night, I guess. Whether that's I don't know. It's either going to be Smash or Mega Man Battle Network. I think I'm going to lean towards Super Smash Bros. Though, just for fun. And then Sunday I'm taking the night off. And I'll be back on the next Monday. We are going to start the Wind Soul run, which, oh man, Wind Soul, that one's gonna hurt. That one's gonna hurt a lot. I'm not looking forward to that one. Guys, have a good night. Thank you so much everyone for being here and supporting Endrit. Again, congratulations on getting through your 2 years of college. Keep going if you can, especially if things are cheaper in Washington. I'm hoping that college is cheaper than it is here, because man, is it expensive here. Have a good night, everyone. I will see you all on Friday. Take care. Have a good night. And for Hero, have a good day.